personally grew up in the United States, went to elementary school in the United States, and one, I guess, key factor that differentiated from going to elementary school in Japan was the fact that they offered multi-seasonal athletic programs. And in Japan, it's usually the case that you designate one favorite athletic sport that you want to do during elementary school, and then you pursue it throughout your whole elementary school education. But in the United States, it's seasonal. So in the winter, we would do basketball. In the fall, we would do soccer. In the spring, ultimate frisbee. There's so many different sports and so many different opportunities that people get to nourish their own characteristic through the findings of sports. So I guess from the perspective of athletic education or athletic environment, I think all around there are many benefits to growing up in the United States.
For me, I went to a school in Singapore. So Singapore it's a diverse area where lots of different people from lots of different countries come together. So I went to an international school there. There weren't many students that came from like a particular country, but it was more of a small number of kids from lots of different areas. And one thing that stood out to me was the amount of cultural appreciation there was there. We would have Culture Day where we would be able to go back to our roots and celebrate things that we grew up with or are part of our family history. And by being able to share that with people of other countries, you get to learn more about the people around you, understand them from like their roots and their backgrounds.
Well, in my case, I went to an elementary school in Thai, Phuket, and also in Shanghai, China. And in Phuket, my elementary school was like literally next to the ocean. It's like when you like step 1 meter out of the school, there's the ocean. We're not surrounded by like the massive concrete, and we can like really live in the nature. The school I went in Shanghai, everything was really huge. So like there's this cafeteria for elementary school students, and also there's like another second cafeteria for like middle school and high school students. I mean, you could also bring your like own lunch, but you can also like choose whatever you want to, like Italian or Japanese, Chinese, anything. And it's kind of like a buffet style. It's kind of different from the Japanese classic kyushoku.
With your school next to the ocean, do you guys have classes outside?
Yeah, so like in Thai, there's this festival where you lit a lamp and you put that lamp on the ocean and just let it go. So we had those kind of festivals, and we were also allowed to like play like right by the ocean. So yeah, there were some interactions.
I used to go to elementary school in Geneva in Switzerland, and my school, well, because Switzerland is such a small country, it has a really small population and not a lot of students. So our campus was really big. It was like the size of a university you could have in America. And inside the campus, we would have like really big football courts, American football courts as well. We would have theaters just for arts and music, dance. We would have many like different campuses within the school itself. And also we had like a forest inside the school. So we could go scavenger hunting. We would do sports that involved kind of like maybe running in the woods, just taking a jog outside. And I kind of feel that environment allowed us to kind of relieve our stress, because in the school we go to today, in the school crammed in kind of Tokyo, we're inside a building, and I feel that it's a really small campus that also kind of pressurizes us to stay inside. And so one big difference I could feel was that in Switzerland, when we would kind of feel stressed or tired, we would just go outside and kind of enjoy like, I guess, the sunshine and maybe walk around the campus. And I feel that really helped us during our campus life and allowed us to give a contrast between study time and time we took off.